Everybody, this is Janet the Hip Gyp. Welcome to my channel, Janet the HipGyp-Roaming with RA. And whoo, let me tell you what, it's been a ride. And oh, that Danville, man, I didn't get to film. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know if this last one's so much more of a, well, none of my tutorials are showing you what I did, but this last one is more like things about to go in the van, and my furnishings and my finishings. And we'll get going right now. This first picture is where I left off last time on episode 3, and I had gotten ceiling, floors, walls, all the basics, and just vacuumed it out, and this is where we're gonna start from. After that, I got all that cleaned out that night. I went to Ollie's the next day. I was in a hurry to get out of here, and I knew most of this would be temporary, but I just wanted rugs to put down on that plywood. So I went to Ollie's, and I kind of had in mind what size rugs I wanted and my colors. And I just want you to look. They had, let me go this way, I'm going to put it right here. They had just, I love neutral tones for our home. I like pops of color, but I'm a natural girl. So, but they did have the colors I wanted, and on, I had to cut around the wheel wells, cut some on, but the rugs were really easy to cut. I had one going up front over my little pass-through, because it had like a little ridge that was hard, and I didn't want the dogs to lay on it and it hurt them. So, but yeah, there it is. That's my flooring, and I want you guys to stay till the end, or you can pass through till the end. But I've got a blooper. It's funny. I'll show you when we get there. But I had to make me some notes as usual. Let's see. I got the 4 rugs and stuff in. Okay. Next, I put up a curtain rod. I went to Walmart, and I got one that would reach from one side of the van to the other, and I wanted it where I could put curtains across, divide it off from the front if I needed to. And mostly they're up for decoration right now, but because I never had to close them. I'm just not real paranoid or whatever about people looking in. And but anyway, and you'll see later on in one of the clips my curtains. But yeah, that rod, it worked out good. I just what do you call it, zip tied it to the piece going across there anyway, so it worked out really good. And next, I ordered some rain guards because I had them on my Altima, and I recommend everyone get rain guards because you can you like crack your windows, get a breeze going through there without getting rain, and then when you're going down the road, that wind, it kind of blocks that wind off if you're going to ride with your windows down. But I installed them myself, and the ones on the Altima's ones you just peel and stick on, but these were called N-Track, and I specifically ordered them for my van, 2015 GMC Savannah, and I love it. But you should, if you can, try to order them for your specific vehicle. And I got them in, and just look how good they look, you guys. I was just so happy. And And this was winding up like I needed to get going, and things started really falling into place. And I'm going to be showing you just a few things that I ordered from Amazon before you go into another clip of the van. But here's the handles that I ordered. I like that industrial look, so I ordered these handles, and I installed them myself too. And that divider thickness where I wanted to put the handle, it was so thick I had to get my drill and get a bigger bit. I had to put some muscle into it, but I got it up there and it looks great. And I use them. I go in and out them barn doors more than any door, so I really use them a lot. And I ordered this Reflectix, but I never got to make my window covers, and I still haven't made them, but I'm going to. When I was traveling, it was cold, so I didn't mind the sun and stuff coming in, but now that it's warming up, I'm gonna have to have it. Going to have it. And then what else did I get? Oh, I bought this. This is more like a safety thing. Even though I went in bear country on this trip, on my next one I am going to be in bear country. I'm planning to go to Colorado. And, well, I just think it's good to be prepared. And bear spray, I keep the bear spray can right inside the door. You'll see I've got like a little shoe rack thing, and a lot of stuff like hangs and fits really good right there. And I can just grab it. And I even practice, like if something ran up, I practice grabbing it out. But yeah, and then that set came with a little pepper spray, and when I go walk, just short distances or whatever, I wear a fanny pack. Yeah, I'm gonna make fanny packs have a comeback. But I mean, they're just so handy. I put my phone and my vape and my pepper spray, and I can even put my little pistol, my little 22. It'll fit on there too. So yeah, I just think they're real handy, and I don't care if y'all make fun of me. Oh, and this thing right here. Okay. Got a hair. Alright, this thing right here, I splurged on this. But it has so many tools. Like it has the long shovel or the long axe, and then you can take part of the handle off and use it for a hatchet. It's got a little spear if you get somewhere and you need to spear a fish to eat if you're starving. And it's got a little spear, and it's got like a knife and a saw. It's got a little compass on it. Something else. I can't remember what all it was now. Oh, screwdriver. So, yeah, it was a little bit pricey, but, I mean, I'm getting like 7 or 8 tools in one. And it all folds up and goes in a little pouch, so it's easy to store in the van. And that's something like you really wouldn't use like daily, I don't guess. Yeah, you could, but and so I like things that when I don't use them a lot, they can be out of sight and packed up real tight. But I like it, so I went ahead and got it. And these bins right here that I ordered, it's for my dog's food. I wanted them where they would seal tight but still be easy to access, and the shape like is narrow, and I had a specific place I wanted it to go, so I ordered them. I keep one in the van and one in the house, and they're dog food bag. I mean, the whole thing, it fits in there perfectly. And I just don't want ants and mice, and I think if you cut down on them smells and keep everything contained, that you won't have like problems like that. And oh, I know what it is. I know what's going to connect my fan. I seen this little fan on somebody's video, and I love it because it's USB. I am not a battery gal. USB is the way to go, and you'll see some of my things that's going to be coming up. You'll go broke buying batteries, and plus it's bad, bad, bad for the environment, and I care a lot about the environment, and I try to do everything I can, my part. And I just think if everyone would do their part, it would be great. But this little fan, you see those legs? You can wind them and bend them and around anything. Sometimes I'd put it up front on the dash, and then sometimes I would put it up on that curtain rod. I'd hang it up there, and then sometimes in back. I really didn't have to cook. Don't cook that much in the van. I'm always set up, but gonna be set up. But you can put it back there when you're cooking to draw them smells on through and get them out. But it is very, very handy. So yeah, and I already had one Lucy light. I got it when I first started reading about van life, right before I moved into my Altima. And I knew I had to have a Lucy light. So I got that one. I've had it this one I've had 3 years. Yeah, it's been that long. Wow. But I was looking at the newer ones, and the newer ones have USB ports. So mine is just totally powered by solar. But these two new ones are powered by USB, and you can use just about anything. I have these little battery banks like that, and you can run them on those little battery banks for a long time. It doesn't hardly use any power. I was going to show you my Lucy light. See, there's mine. And it doesn't have any USB on it. But yeah, it's just an upgrade. I was gonna see if I could find. Oh, I don't think I can read yet. Oh, I got this. They were on sale at Walmart the other day. Spotlight. Woo, this thing will go a long ways. But I think when I'm out in the desert, or out boondocking long way away from anybody, that may come in handy. I'm not really worried. Now, I'm worried about bears sneaking up on me, but I can't. But I'm more worried about people than anything, and that's one reason I like being out a long ways, because there's not so many people. And I think I could spotlight them a long ways away. But there's my new Lucy light, and see the USB? Yep. Rechargeable is the way to go. Alright, what else we got on here? Oh, I don't have a picture of it, but I bought a dual fuel 1-burner stove for the van. Now, when I was in Altima, I had a double burner Coleman, but I didn't cook in the car. I always cooked outside. But I've been living off grid for I lived off grid for 2.5 years here, and I recently, last summer, I had one plug of electricity ran in here because I had to have air conditioning. I'm sorry, I'm just not tough like everybody else or a lot of people, but I have to have air conditioning, especially here in Alabama. It is so humid, like you can't breathe. You feel like you're drowning. It's so thick. So I had one plug ran for air conditioning, and I used the other plug for everything else, like my lamp, and I even got me a TV when my grandmother died. I got hers. And even though I said I never have another one, and I don't have cable or anything like that, I just watch movies. I've got like a million DVDs. But anyway, I bought that dual fuel one burner stove for the van, and I stocked up on butane. Now it can use the little propane or the little butane containers, and they last forever because I mean, really, I only cook once, maybe twice a day, and you only use it for a few minutes. So you'll see where I put them at in the van in a bit, but I did, and I don't have a picture of the propane, but it's just those little propane bottles because I got it either at Walmart or Home Depot. I got stacked up on them. I'm not taking all of them. I'm just taking some of them on my trip because I'm not going to be gone that long. And if you guys have ever listened to my other videos about solar and van bills and stuff, I will not bury wires. I watched a video on Ray Outfitters. They're up in Canada, and one thing that stuck out is them saying don't bury your wires because they repair a lot of vans and rebuild and do, and they said sometimes a wire will break or burn or whatever, and they have to tear the whole van build apart to get to it. So I bought these, and when I run my backup cam, the wire, I'm going to put these magnets, down my van because I left a strip of metal open around my ceiling because I knew I was going to do this. And these magnets hold up anything. I think I could grab onto it and pull myself up. They're so strong. I have to get a screwdriver and break it away sometimes where I can get it off. But so I just ordered, 3 or 4 different kinds to see what's the best. And I already had some of those little rectangle magnets when I went on my Virgin voyage 3 years ago to meet Bob. Oh man, I love Bob. He's something else. And all right, my very favorite thing. I use these every day. Every day. I don't care if you're a nomad, what, but these miner's lights, I'm not going to put it on because I tear my hair down, but I use mine, and I have ever since I, lived in the Altima, because you have your hands free to do things and, pick up stuff, because I see people putting their flashlights in their mouth to hold it. And bleh, it just seems nasty. So, and but this is my old one, and it's a Enduro Pro, I think. Yeah, Enduro Pro. And like I said, I've had this in 3 years. It still charges. It still works. I never have any trouble with it. But I wanted some backups. I'm all about them backups to back up my backup. But I ordered them, and I'll always be partial to that one. But these are really nice. And you know how we were talking about charging on USB? All these are USB chargeable. Yep. There's the thing right there. I've got those little. You see them advertised on Facebook, those little, like it hooks with a magnet, charging cords. So, and I put one in about everything I got, and look how easy. It's connected. Because I can't tell you how many charging cords I went through. But, yep, got that. But anyway, don't get the battery operated ones because you will go through money like you wouldn't believe it could eat some batteries, but the USB, I don't have to worry about that. What else? Oh, got the doggies new beds because we want, just wanted everything kind of nice and new. And they sleep on the couch and love seat here at the house, so they've got some beds, but I don't know where they are. But we got some new ones for Ichabod and Nancy. Ichabod and Nancy. Nancy's been sick. She started before we went on our trip coughing, and she's been to 4 vets, and one of them recommended a cardiologist because they thought it was her heart. We went to that, went to the cardiologist, and I had mentioned to all of them that we live in a really damp area, and there's a lot of mold and mildew all around here, and she likes to lay under the porch. And I had said before, Doctor, do you think it could be a fungus in her lungs? After 4 vets and an echocardiogram on her heart, $1,800 later, she is getting worse. You hear, and Ichabod's starting to do it too. So we have an appointment in 2 weeks, which we hurry up and wait, right? And she's going to be going to a lung specialist, and they're going to do a tracheal wash or something like that. And they put water in there and suction it out, and then see what kind of bacteria or fungus or whatever is growing in there. I'm going to be so mad when that's what I told them to start with. They just don't like listening to people. They're like, oh, you're not a doctor. You don't know. We don't have to listen to you. But who knows a dog better than their own owner? Who knows a person's body better than their self? And I'm lucky I have a doctor that, I love him. He listens to me. And we have such a good rapport. Anyway, I got off subject, but what else did I get? Let's get on going. Oh, I saw these on a channel, and they really bragged on them, so I'm going to be trying them out. Plus, I have a crap ton of wipes that I have been stockpiling for a few months now, and so I'm gonna be clean. May not take a shower, but I'll be clean. And you saw these gloves on my one of my previous videos, and I was telling you, like, I can't wear regular gloves because my hands won't go in them, and I can't even get them in the finger parts of them. So I can get these on, and it's got the little mitt that goes over the end. But I told you guys I was going to get some more, and I did. They come in a set of 3, so I've got 2 sets. I got 6 pair, and they are just wonderful. And I got me some hand warmers and toe and foot warmers, and because with my RA sometimes I get cold. And I ordered me some cute little masks. Yes, I still wear a mask if I go in somewhere. If I'm outside around people, it really doesn't bother me. But I mean, it's not just for COVID. Just some people are just freaking nasty, and they get too close to me. And I have had to tell people, like, dude, back the hell up. Like, get off on me. Yeah. And I stocked up on my favorite noodles. And I don't just eat these like they come. I use everything in it, but then I add like that everything something bagel, everything bagel, and then everything but anything bagel, and then everything but salt, like Mirror's Dash stuff. And then I'll get a tablespoon of that olive oil mayonnaise, or olive oil or avocado oil mayonnaise, and mix it up. So I dress it up, and yeah, it's good. And I got me another knife. I have a little one, but I fell in love with this knife. Oh my gosh. It matches my big pistol. So I've got my big pistol and my big knife and my little pistol and my little knife. Among other things. Okay. I feel so bad because look at Camo. He has been through this build with me every step of the way. You guys have seen him in the previous videos. And I would take him back. I just don't know how him and Ick and Nancy would all get along in that. Hold on, my neighbor's calling. Okay, that was my neighbor, David. He usually calls and checks on me before he goes to bed. And I don't mind. You know, something could be wrong, you know, at some point. But usually I'm just real, I don't know. I don't like people keep tabs on me. Not gonna do anything wrong. I'm just very independent. But you know, that's fine. He calls and checks on me at night. He'll call me and check on me in the morning and at night. And we see each other throughout the day. But he knows not to call me early. When I'm out traveling, I like getting up early. But at home, I am a night owl. And ooh, if somebody calls me before I had coffee, that could be a death sentence for them. Anyway, what was we talking about? Oh, Camo, but I would take him, but I don't know how they would all get along in the van. I don't want them to get hurt. I don't want to turn around and come back because they can't get along. So he can't go, but I may take him on a short little trip, just me and him one day, and go down to the lake or something. But, okay, here's a view in the back. When I got a lot of the furniture in, things kind of situated. And you can kind of see how it's coming together. And this is under the cabinet. And I decided to put my little Apple-Cool refrigerator under there. And it's perfect because it's got my refrigerator, my little stove fits in there, my battery bank, my Blue Eddy, and then behind my Blue Eddy is like one of those cubes you can break down and it's flat or keep it up. And that's why I put like my big pots and pans in, but I have one little skillet that I cook most of everything in, and I just stick it up top where it's easy to get to. And but yeah, I like that little Apple-Cool. But okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that Blue Eddy is wonderful for charging phones and like low wattage things, like little fans, great for that. But when I was driving, it didn't keep up my little refrigerator because I didn't order the cord that you plug into your cigarette lighter where it can like trickle charge while you're driving. And see, it would be so late at night, the sun would be down. So, but I'm remedying a lot of problems that I ran into. But anyway, now that Blue Eddy is great for, you know, small things, and if you have plenty of sun or a way to charge it. But anyway, I drug my Dokio panels out. Now when I lived in Altima, I used them to keep my 100 amp hour AGM battery in my trunk, my house battery. I used them to keep it charged. And when I went on my maiden voyage like 3 years ago, I just didn't have a lot of things to charge, like just my phone and a fan. That was it, and that worked perfect. So you don't need a lot, but yeah, I drug them out because I'm going to charge my battery that I have in my van by that, and then I'll then I'll charge my Blue Eddy, with its panels. And I also bought the triple charged thing now, but I didn't have it when I went on my trip. All right. Next is a clip of my cabinet I got at the flea market. And I didn't show you the base, but the base is big and it's got 2 drawers that open. And but I just could use one of them on this setup, on this trip. So I picked to use that one where I can put my stuff underneath. And you'll see how it works out. But here's that, and then here's a clip. After that, it's a clip of my Blue Eddy. And then I shall be back. Alright, there's the top and of that cabinet, and see how it was like a hutch or whatever. I'm putting this on the floor of the van, and I can slide my refrigerator or gas canister or something under there. I could even put little Ichabod's bed under there. I'm just going to see how it works out. It's kind of wide, but I don't know. I still think I can make it work. But all right. Okay, you guys. I ordered this Blue Eddy EB3A 600 watt 268 watt hour power station for my temporary power while I go on my little trip, and I ordered the solar panels to go with it. I plugged it up, no problem, and let me see if I can get closer right here. And it was at 63%, something like that. Anyway, it didn't take but just a few minutes. It's at 100%. I bet it probably about 30 minutes. So that's what's going with me on the trip. We'll talk about it more in a minute. All right. I installed my dash cam, but I didn't install my backup cam because it's going to have a wire ran, and it's going to have to drill a hole and put a grommet in, and I wanted to get out of there, so I didn't do all that, but I'm going to. But this is my pretty little dash cam, and it did its job when I needed to, and I really didn't need backup cam when I was gone anyway, so. But yeah, okay, my cousin RD, we're the only grandkids. He's the only kid, I'm an only kid. There was only 2 brothers. They had us, and we're kind of apart in age pretty good bit, but we're really close. But he come by and brought me these van warming and trip gifts, and he's so good at picking stuff out. And yeah, if you can read that thing on the keychain, but it was pretty awesome. And I put a picture. My van's name's Paralee, and it's named after my great grandmother. And everybody says that's who I take after. That I even look like her and my grandmother. And because when she heard the word go, she was like the first one in the car. Me and her's the only one in the family like that. Nobody else likes to travel. They live like where they were born. Hadn't never been anywhere. Like, yeah. If I didn't have the family birthmark, I would swear somebody came through town and had a baby and they got them switched in the hospital, because I am just nothing like my rest of my family. Yeah. But, okay. This clip is of me trying to get my shit together, and you'll see. See you in a minute. The day before I leave, and I'm still wrapping things up. I've got my electronic charger things, whatever I need.
Still getting my med box together. Got one defense system up there. This is my box that I keep everyday stuff in. It'll be on top of a little X cage. Cause I can't put it beside me in the seat because one of these, hey Nancy, one of these will be riding, or they'll take turns being co-pilot. I figure after we get going, they'll go get in their beds. I still gotta get my computer. I gotta put their tags on their collars. And I'm only gonna take that bag and that bag that fits under my bed. So I'm putting summer clothes and winter stuff. Cool stuff, warm stuff. But yeah, my house is a wreck. Yeah. There's their doggy bag, all their treats, everything's gonna go in there. And I got them another, I've got another one of these like I have at the house out there in the van. Keep their food in, keep it closed up where ants won't get in it. And there's my chair I'm gonna put in there. There's my tool bag. I'm gonna take my little sign, put out at my campsite. And tire plug kit. There's the lock, it goes on the outside of my door. Thought I'd take my charger. Okay, it's packing it in day. I was gonna leave this morning, but I had some things come up I had to take care of. But I've got everything, like my drawers and drawer dividers and kind of everything that's gonna be my towels and toiletries, and there's a drawer, nothing but wipes and a paper towel, and I'm gonna have more paper towels under the bed. And I've been filling up my tool bag. This is things that, like common things you might use. And then power tools and things like that are going to be in that toolbox. Under the bed, things that I probably won't use, but I want to have, like a tire inflator, and they can hook up to 12 volts. And this next one, that black crate right there, is going to be, it's these extra long jumper cables in a bag, and then this is a bunch of cans of butane and propane. Just in case. I'm just taking, not taking all I got, but I'm taking a few. And there's my power station, my stove, my refrigerator. Put all that refrigerator plus my power station. There's my 100 amp hour battery. I've started putting a few groceries in, but I put dividers in there. It'll keep everything from bouncing around and falling over. And up there, those hold very tight, and then I'll have a bungee cord. Plus I have all these. Let me turn my toilet around. See, I've got everything bolted down to the floor with brackets on the sides, the front, sides and front. And there's another handle over there I hook stuff to. But I'm getting there, you guys. Y'all want to see my toilet situation? Bought this from Amazon. I first saw it on Serene and Simple Life, Linda. Her channel, when I very first started watching this, she had one. And it folds flat, but you can sit on it. It'll hold 300 pounds. You can use it for a chair. But I've got my bags in that bottom drawer right there. when I want to do number 2, and I just picked this up and move it, put a little bit of that cat litter. I'm using this kind for now. That's just all they really had at Walmart, but I want to get some of those pellets. But you guys, I gotta get out of here. I am just, everything can't be perfect right now. But anyway, I'll just take it out, and I put a bag across there, put some cat litter in there, and I'll close this lid and do my 2 back there. And then this is my 1 up front, and it is a wide mouth funnel. I just seen this on a girl's website the other day. And a big mason jar with a handle. Having handles means a lot to me because of this crap. Oh, my kitchen. My stove's right there. That's gonna be my cutlery drawer and, you know, kitchen utensils, whatever. And that'll be some more space. And my pots and pans will go, you see that brown box right behind my power station? That will hold all my pots and pans. And I'll stick a couple of dishes right there and that. I mean, I only use 1 dish at a time, and a lot of times I just eat out of the roller or the skillet. I mean, come on, why mess up all that? Just me. My dogs don't care. They help me do dishes.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then, here's my blooper. All right, Savannah. Savannah, this one's for you, baby. And you know what I'm talking about. Here I go again. You guys, I had everything packed, dogs packed, ready to pull out. I promised Ben I was going to make her a little send-off video thing, you know, with that song, and went to start the van, and as you can see, it was dead as the door now. What had happened was, when I was working on the van, you know, I just leave the doors open all day. You know, the lights go off after like 5 or 10 minutes. So I never had a problem. But when I was loading things and would go back to the house, I'd shut the van because I was afraid somebody would come by and snag it. And I couldn't keep an eye on it from where I was at. So every time I would go out and open them, I'd work in there a few minutes. And like it just drained the battery, like, because every little bit I'd go out and go out and go out and go out. Yeah. So that's why. But the next day, you'll see, got out of there. But before I go, before you see that, remember, change is inevitable. So just go with it. I'll leave you with this video. Bye, guys.
All right, Savannah. This one's for you, girl. And you're going to know what I mean. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Hit it out, baby.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for stopping by. And like and subscribe. See you on the flip side.